Yo.
Uh, Good day, everyone. We are Group 9 and we're reporting the policing of China. I am Jendre Lakyas, and this is
I
my
am Dayote EJ.
I am Gadilinya Anton, and we are reporting China. So here is the overview of the China, the country overview. Uh, Country name is the People Republic of China, which is PRC, and the type of government in China is the China has the unitary one-party socialist republic governed by Communist Party of China. The president is the head of state while the premier in the head of the government. In brief history of policing, early imperial China relied on local officials and military forces for maintaining order, and the modern police system was formalized during the late Qing dynasty and early republic era, early 1990s. 90s. After the Communist Party came the power in 1949, the police system was restructured and under the state control with focus on political stability and national security. And also, the Ministry of Public Security was established as the central body overseeing policing with a growing emphasis of the crime prevention or social control and state security. So that's the brief history of policing. So we are going to the next. So this is the organizational structure of the police system. They are the they are centralized policing. China has a centralized policing system with a national control through the Ministry of Public Security, which is the MPS, the Ministry of Public Security. And their key agencies are the Ministry of Public Security to oversees the national policing. And we have the Public Security Bureau, and their function is to local agency at provincial, municipal, and country levels. And also People's Armed Police, which is the PAP, a paramilitary force supporting internal security. And the governing authority is the MPS, which is the Ministry of Public Security, controls policing at the national level with the local PSBS managing regional law enforcement. And the jurisdiction is the national. MPS national authority, provincial municipal, the local PSB handle specific region. Next is the police rank structure. So here are the police rank structure. First is the police officer. The entry level rank is rank levels from lowest to highest. This is first is the sergeant, supervises a small team. Lieutenant supervises a larger unit or team. Captain, senior officer in charge of divisions or specialized units. And commissioners oversees multiple divisions or regions. Director General, the highest rank within the local security bureaus, which is the PSBS. And the Minister of Public Security, highest rank in the Ministry of Public Security. And the promotion system is officers are promoted based on merits, performance, evaluations, seniority, and sometimes political considerations. And the command's position is the Minister of Public Security, the highest ranking official overseeing national police operations. And Director General, senior leaders at regional and municipal levels, head of public security bureaus, head of local police department. And next is will report Dayote.
Next is the recruitment and training in China. For the educational requirements is minimum of high school diploma required for entry-level positions. For special roles is college degree or higher education is preferred. Recruitment process. Application submit to local PSB or MPS. Physically fitness, psychologically and intelligence test. Background check, criminal and political history. Interview and medical examination. And final section and formal offer. For police academy trainings, new recruits attend People Public Security University of China or local training schools for for basic law enforcement training. Length of training is 6 months to 1 year with additional training for specialized role. Professional development. Officers engage in ongoing training throughout their careers, especially for leadership roles or specialization. Next.
Additional for the recruitment training, may pagkakaparehas niya din sa Philippines, which is meron ding educational requirements. Sa recruitment process, parehas din na may pagkakaparehas sa submissions ng application, physical fitness. Meron ding background check. Siyempre, interview at medical examination din. Final selection works is mas on meron din dito sa country natin.
Functions and responsibilities. Law enforcement. Enforce law, arrest criminals, and investigate crimes, especially related to state security. Crime prevention. Combat social unrest and prevent crimes like organized crimes, corruption, and cyber crimes. Public safety. Maintain order and safety at a public events, ensures traffic safety, and respond to emergencies. Traffic control. Traffic Manage traffic laws and regulations, respond to accident, and enforce road safety measures. Counter terrorism. Tackle terrorism, extremes, and national security threats. Community policing. Engage with local communities to maintain public order, ensure safety, and address minor issues. Best practices in policing. Community policing. Chinese police focus on building relationship with local communities to prevent crime and maintain order. Technology in crime prevention. Extensive use of surveillance cameras, facial recognition technology, and social media monitoring. Crime mapping. Authorities with data analytics to identify crime hotspots and allocate resources effectively. Intelligence-led policing. Gathering intelligence to manage national security threats, organized crime, and terrorism. Problem-oriented policing. Focus on long-term solutions to recurring crime problems, especially in urban areas. Public partnership programs. Collaboration with local governments and community groups to improve public safety and resolve social issues. Next is to be presented by my group 8, Lakyas.
additional for the best practices in policing. Dito sa community policing, same with the policing of Philippines, which is meron din tayo sa local communities, kaya meron tayong law enforcement and per barangay and like per provinces in part of Philippines. Like technology crime prevention. Meron din tayong agency sa law enforcement like sa yung namamahala sa technology like cybercrime, mga ganun. That kasama niya din yung crime mapping, intelligence-led policing. Sa problem-oriented policing, meron din tayo sa Philippines which is uh, sakop din ng intelligence. Next report. For the strengths of the policing system in China, highly centralized system, the centralized structure ensures coordination and uniformity across the country. And in advanced technologies, integration of AI, CCTV, and facial recognition in policing operations. In efficient crime prevention, which in heavy surveillance and strict enforcement measurement help reduce crime rates. The rapid response. Police can respond quickly to incidents, especially due to a nationwide network of PSBs, which is an example of rapid response meron sa Philippines is yung foot patrol na ginagawa. Kasi for example, may pickpocketing na nangyari sa Station Road. Tapos may pulis dyan sa tabi-tabi na nagro-ronda. Yun, pwedeng magsumbong yung na biktima and can respond quickly. Focus on public safety. Police prioritize crime prevention, order maintenance, and quick response to emergencies. Ito for example is yung mga nagpapatrol din natin. Kaya mostly sa paligid-ligid is ay for sa every streets meron tayong makikitang police so that it will quickly response. Next, challenges or issues in the policing system. Human rights concern, criticism regarding abuse of power, lack of transparency, and civil liberties violations. Over central control can lead to inefficiencies or heavy-handed approaches in local policing. Surveillance overreach. Extensive surveillance system raised by privacy concerns, corruption, and political interference. Political influence sometimes impact law enforcement decisions and leads to corruption within the system. Mm. An example for this corruption and political interference, meron din sa atin dito. Mostly mga leaders like mga nababalita ngayon sa political. Like example na lang yung flood control. Although hindi law enforcement pero example din sa political corruption. And for the law enforcement corruption, Dito yung mga nakakataas na nang-aabuso ng rangko nila. Yung example na lang is mas yung imbis ma pantay-pantay yung pagtingin nila sa bang kabaro nila, may bias na nangyayari. Next is public distrust, concerns about police accountability and treatment of minority groups in certain regions. Ang example nito is, di ba, meron yung iba sa yung maliliit ang mga ranggo nila o kaya nasa province na naisintabi ang kanilang karapatan. Next slide, which is the comparison with the Philippine National Police. Positive aspects of Chinese policing. Advanced technology. Meron din tayo sa Pilipinas. We are using CCTV also, social media, and for surveillance and for investigation. Ginagamit din natin yan. In centralized control, a more centralized system allows for quicker coordination in response to national issues. For example, is meron ding kaso, madali tayong nakaka-response sa ibang station. The community policing sa Pilipinas is also we are doing in community engagement, which means is nakikipag-coordinate tayo sa mga community natin to maintain peace and order at mapalapit din ng loob ng mga kapulisan sa community. Which is, kapag malapit ang loob ng pulis sa community, hindi matatakot yung mga community na lumapit sa mga pulis na magsabi ng kanilang mga problema. For crime prevention, China's heavy surveillance and preventive measures can offer lessons for PNP's proactive crime fighting strategies. Sa Pilipinas, meron din ganyan. For crime prevention, nagsasagawa din ng PNPs ng mga lessons or kay pumupunta sila ng first school, nagbibigay sila ng konting kaalaman. Like, yung mga lessons na uh, pwedeng matutunan ng mga estudyante. And that's all. We are a group 9. Thank you for listening.